welcome everybody back. We got 5 dogs again this morning. Hopefully we can have some good running. Let's go see what kind of race we can have today. We didn't have too good a morning yesterday, but starting out pretty good this morning. We've had a really good race so far. Before we went live, I recorded. They've already acted like they're hit on the second one. It's cold again this morning, about 31 degrees. Great big frost on. The dogs are kind of right up on the hill there. They've opened on another one. Hopefully they can have a good race like we did on that one I did earlier. They had a real race on it. I can hear them opening on it, but I don't think they've jumped it yet. I didn't know how it'd be with this big frost on this morning, but so far it's going pretty good. The sun's starting to come out. Hopefully it's got a little heat behind it. Seems like they're struggling to jump it. I've heard them open a few times, but I don't think they've ever jumped it yet. We're going around the backside of where we was at yesterday morning. Hopefully we can do a little better around through here than we did yesterday morning. They had a terrible time trying to run yesterday. But that's part of hunting. Some days you'll have good days and some days you're going to have bad. I don't know if they're going to do any good with that one or not. They're just right up there on top of that bank right there. I know I'm ready for warm weather. This cold weather's, I've had enough of it. I'm ready for warm weather. Morning, Jess. It's cold again this morning. So I'm gonna holler at them, get them back down here, and hopefully we can take them on around through here and they can jump one. Here, train, right here. Right here. I don't know how much heat that sun will have behind it, but hopefully it's got a little bit. There's one of them back. That's Murray Lou. Right here. Get the rest of them back. We can go right around this path here and hopefully they can jump one. Right there comes the rest of them, or at least 2 more of them. We got 5 out here today. Come on, right here. Come on. There comes another one. That's Bean there. Only like his Rose, but she'll be along here in a minute. Yeah, right there she is. Come on! Hopefully we can get them down through here and jump another. Rose jumped that one that I jumped earlier before I went live. Had a real race on it. Good morning, both of you. We're here in USA in the state of Kentucky doing a little rabbit hunting this morning. Hopefully we can have some more good races. Didn't have real good running yesterday, but you have them days when you're hunting. I mean, you have good days and bad days. So far this morning it started out pretty good. Pretty good frost on this morning, but they run that first one this morning real good. There's usually plenty of rabbits around through here, so hopefully we can have some good running. We usually try to do this as many times through the week as we can. If the weather let us, won't be on here in the morning. It's giving rain and stuff tomorrow, so just have to see what Friday is. I know they're giving a little bit of rain Friday, but I don't know if it's that morning or that evening. Then turkey season starts next week, so I don't know for sure how many days we'll be on during turkey season, because we can't hunt up here, so we got to try to hunt some different places. So we'll just have to see how that goes. There's plenty of water right now because last 4 or 5 days over the weekend we had about 8 or 10 inches of rain. I don't know if that's why we had so much trouble trying to run yesterday, or it was just a bad day, or what it was, but now they had a terrible time yesterday. But so far this day ain't been too bad. Oh, I'm sure they can. They get that pretty good high protein feed, so yeah, I'd say they can. We're hoping they can jump another good rabbit here and have a good race here in a few minutes. That's a good spot right up in there where they're at to jump one. There's Train. Sound like we might have jumped one. I didn't figure it'd take them too long up in here. Now, if they can just run it, we'll be doing good. They broke down a little bit on that first one that I run this morning, but not bad. I'm about to get him lined out. I was hoping we'd have some pretty good running today to make up for yesterday. That's sounding good right there. It broke down now. They're doing better than it was yesterday. They had a terrible time trying to run yesterday. They couldn't smell them for nothing for some reason. They should get it figured out here in a minute. I'd say it's crossed that road there on them. Good morning. I see you made it on this morning. I don't know if they've lost it or if it went in the hole on them that quick or what happened there. They sure blowed up on it or something. There's two of them back. That's about all of them back, so I don't know if it went in the hole or what happened. Well, we can go on up through here and see if we can jump another one. That there didn't run very long. They run it good, but they didn't run very long. Yeah, I can smell another in there. I don't think they know where it's at, though, but they smell another. I'm about to get that one figured out, I believe. I do want to thank everyone for being out here with me today. But we are going to have good days and bad days, and so far this is one of the better days. Yesterday was one of the worster days, but that comes along with it. But y'all keep coming along with me. You'll get to see the good days and the bad days. Some days we'll have really good running and some days we won't. I mean, that's part of hunting. They broke down again up there. Yeah, we're working today. I don't think we'll be working tomorrow. I wish every day a person could have real good running, but usually have pretty decent running about every day, but some days ain't as good as others. And this time of year right now where rabbits are mating and having littlings, and it's just the seeing ain't near as good. Sometimes it's a whole lot harder to run them than other days. Well, they've either broke down again or lost that one or something because they've hushed. I don't know what's happened to them. I was hoping these rabbits would run like that first one I jumped this morning. It run forever, but these here ain't wanting to. Right there comes the dogs back. Right here! I guess it went in the hole. I would never thought it went in the hole that quick, but when all the dogs are coming back, that means I guess it is. Right there went a rabbit. Up the hill there. We'll see if we can get them on that one. Right here! They smell it. I guess we'll see how this in here runs. We'll go right up here and go up on the bank so we can hear them good, hopefully. Ain't been too bad a day. Them first two didn't want to run very long, but hopefully we can have a better race out of this one. I just seen it jump up and run up that bank. They're still running pretty good on it, sounds like. I figure we walk right up this bank here and over hear them a lot better. Figure a way to get through the burrows here. We're about 150 yards back around through there. I don't hear them right now. They must be broke down again. Sure that there didn't go straight to the hole. They sure hushed on it. No, I hear them now. I heard one of them at least anyway. I think they're running pretty good now. Hopefully they bring it back around through here. We can hear them real good. They're running good there. I don't know how hard it is to hear them on the video, but they're running good. Just hoping they bring it back across this little bottom here. Like they broke down again there. I'll just have to wait and see if they get lined out or if it's went in the hole on them. If it's went in the hole, we'll try to get them on another in here. Here on this little flat here should be a good place to jump another one. Right here! I think that's about all that race. Right here! We'll get them to come back and we'll see if they can jump one right up in here. Right here! Right here. Should be a good spot right up in here to jump one. There's plenty of cover and good places for rabbits to be a setting. Kind of shocked me back there when we seen that one run up the bank there. Right here. I heard them open again. I don't know if it's the same rabbit or a different one, but they've opened again anyway. Ain't been too bad of a morning so far. I'd like to get them to where we can hear the race a little better. They definitely act like they smell another. I don't know if it's the same one or what, but they're trying to work one out. That frost on that grass is probably making it a little hard for them tracking this morning, but they ain't been doing real bad. They running better today than they did yesterday. They had a terrible time trying to run yesterday. We still got 2 dogs ain't come back yet. I think they're coming though. Right here! Hopefully we can jump another one right around here. Ought to be a real spot right through here, all these brawlers and stuff to jump another one. Right over in there looks like a real spot. Kind of giving them other 2 dogs a chance to get back. Right here! Here, Trey. About water standing everywhere up here. We've had so much rain the last few days. Right over there would be a real spot to jump one too. About anywhere up here would be a good spot. There's Rooster coming back. Sounds like they've jumped another one. I think we're going to have a pretty good race out of this one. They're running pretty good on that one. I just ain't wanting to stay up and run very long for some reason. We'll be hitting some new spots next week. I ain't sure where I will be, but I've got a few spots picked out. I gotta go check one and see how good a phone service I'll have there. May just have to record there when I hunt them spots, but I know a couple we can do live on, so we'll still be doing live at least 2 or 3 days a week until turkey season goes out, and then we'll be able to come back up here and do live, as many times a week as we can. They running this one pretty good. We're gonna have a pretty good race out of this one. Kind of act like they're trying to break down there, though. I don't know if it went in the hole on them again or they just broke down. Sometimes they try to outrun each other and causes them to overrun the track. They've sure hushed. I heard one of them open again. I figured they might have just been broke down. They've hit a spot they're struggling, They're having a terrible time now. Rabbit's got a lead on them or something. There sounds like they're about to get him straightened back out. They're about 200 yards in there, so it's a little hard to hear them. You hear that rooster dog barking. I'm hoping they'll bring it back around through here. They're running good there. Still a little hard to hear because they're still well over 200 yards. They're still running though. They're just having a hard time with it. I'm hoping they get it through whatever they're trying to get it through. I don't know if it's a spot where it's real rough or wet or what they're having trouble with. They hit a pretty good lick on him, then they lose him. They're down below 200 yards now. They're about 170. So they're working their way back this way. You hear that little rose dog in there barking. I want to thank everyone for being on here watching, but we won't be back on here tomorrow. Hopefully be back Friday. Just have to see what the weather shows does Friday. Unless it ain't raining tomorrow evening, we might do one tomorrow evening. Just have to see what the weather does tomorrow. I know I can't be on here in the morning. Plus, they give them a lot of rain in the morning, so. May try to start doing a few of evenings and see how our live works does of evenings. I know we done one Monday evening, it done real good. I'm having a terrible time trying to run this one. They say where they're mating, them does are hard to run right now. They don't leave much of a scent. They say the buck still leaves plenty of scent. You know, they can run him pretty good, but a dog rabbit, they have trouble running them because they don't leave much of a scent where they're mating and having babies right now. Hopefully they get it figured out here in a minute. I don't know if it's went in a hole on them or what. Right here! Might as well try to get them back over here and see if we can jump one more anyway. Because that there's either went in the hole or they just can't run it one. Right here! Right here! I'd like to jump one more before we quit anyway, if we can. Right here! Some of them's coming back, looks like. There's two of them. Right here! Like that's most of them back. Right here! That train's getting him a drink. I guess after all that running, he's thirsty. Right there comes the last one. We'll see if we can't jump another. Come on, train, right here. I'd like to try to jump one more before we quit. There's plenty of rabbits up in here, so they shouldn't have no trouble jumping another one if they. But you never know how it's going to work out. There'd be a real spot right in here or anywhere for them to jump one. Get in there, train. Well, there's water standing just about everywhere up here where it's rained so much. And there's definitely plenty of burrows and everything else for the rabbits to be sitting in here. There should be plenty of rabbits back in here. Get in there. Train's right over in there through all them burrows, so they should be able to jump one over in there somewhere or another. Now we ain't had too bad of a morning. We've jumped several rabbits. A lot of them run where we couldn't hear them real good, but we can't control that. I think we've had a lot better morning this morning than we did yesterday morning. They had a terrible time trying to run yesterday morning. But they still struggled a little bit this morning. But we have jumped a few, so anytime you can have a few good races, it's a pretty good day. I've had days, it's hard to jump one rabbit, my last 2 or 3. So anytime I can jump 2 or 3, have 2 or 3 good races, I figured it's a pretty good day. Which I enjoy any day being out here with the dogs. I know there's plenty of brawlers here. They shouldn't have no trouble finding a rabbit. There should be plenty of rabbits in here. I've not hunted this all the way back in here much. Usually hunt up in there where we was at yesterday, but I thought we'd try somewhere new today. Hopefully we'd have a little better luck. Which ain't done too bad so far. If they could just jump us one more, well, they've jumped another one. I figured they'd jump one up in here. There's plenty of rabbits back in here. I didn't figure they'd have to take them too long to jump another one. Pretty good race on that one there. They're kind of getting out here and again. They're running that one good though. How hard it is for y'all to hear them, but they're still running good. We're gonna have a pretty good race out of this one. They're getting a little bit out of here, though. I'd say that's a big buck rabbit. They just hushed. don't know if they broke down or if they drove him straight into a hole. Now I hear them again. Pretty good race on that one, but they just kind of drove him out of where it's hard to hear him on camera. They're still running him though. This will probably be our last race here. We'll see how they do on this one, but this will probably be our last one today. And then, like I said earlier, we probably won't be back in the morning. We'll have to see what the weather does Friday. But I do thank all y'all for being on here watching today. They've hushed again. I don't know if they're broke down or if they went into the hole. I hear them again. I heard one of them anyway. Heard train. Sound like they're coming back this way. They're still running good there. They're bringing him back. It's a big rooster dog there. Well, I think we'll end it here today. Like I said, we probably won't be back on tomorrow unless it's tomorrow evening. Hopefully, if the weather lets us, we'll be back Friday. Just want to thank everyone for being on here with us and for hitting the like button and comments. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we can have some good running Friday if we get back here Friday. And we've had a pretty decent day today, so just want to thank all y'all for being on here with us, and we'll see you the next day we can be on here.